part 2 of Matthias De Stefano's vlog on the subconscious, and we're comparing and contrasting it to the Law of One Tarot. So I believe we ended off here. So the I says the superconscious is that you, and the I am says, oh no, it is true that the superconscious can be confused with the idea of the higher self, but it is not the same. The superconscious is a quality that incorporates what I am. It crosses the emotional, biological, and mental. You know, when I read this, it crosses the emotional, biological, and mental. You know what I think of is how Ra divided the Law of One Tarot into the mind complex, all 7 cards, into the body complex, all 7 archetypes, and the spirit complex. So the superconscious is a quality that incorporates what I am. It crosses the emotional, biological, and mental. The mental is easy, right? When I'm having a bit of a, like originally I figured that the body complex was the biological, right? And the spirit was the emotional. But I'm starting to think that maybe the body complex is the emotional, all 7 of these. And the spirit complex is the biological, all 7 of these. And the reason I'm changing my mind and starting to think, okay, mental, easy, right? The reason I'm thinking maybe the body is the emotional and the spirit complex is the biological is because in our last matrix and pattern videos, I kind of think that the matrix, the mother, the womb is the spirit complex. So it's everything that's unseen, right? So then this spirit complex is what creates matter. So you need a electron, you need a proton, they create energy. This creates a vibration, which is the spirit complex. It's the vibration. Creates a vibration, and then that vibration starts twisting and turning into something until it gets heavy and it becomes like molecule, atom, and a system. And our system within our body are represented by the organs. Okay. The superconscious is a quality that incorporates what I am. It crosses the emotional, biological, and mental, managing the central nervous system with its parasympathetic and sympathetic mechanisms, fight or flight. Fight or flight. It maintains the homeostasis in your being, while the subconscious comes to disarm homeostasis through the pressure of the ocean. So we are 3rd density, right? Catalyst. Unconscious mind. So the subconscious mind here, the potentiator, is constant. It's the pressure of the ocean, right? If we're the iceberg, unconscious for a really long time until we become the observer, the significant self, right? If we are the unconscious and the pressure of the ocean, let's go back to this iceberg. So here's the iceberg, the unconscious, but the pressure, the subconscious here, the conscious mind, let's say it's this line, what we see on top of the ocean, the wave. the lower part, the subconscious mind, is constantly, it depends on its vibration. The vibration of the subconscious mind is constantly putting pressure on the unconscious mind. If it is constantly putting pressure, the potentiator is constantly putting pressure, which creates catalyst. And obviously the experience, the heart chakra, is going to be from the emotional aspect. And the emotional aspect comes through the body complex, right? All 7 of these cards. And what we need to do is become the significator, become the observer, and observe the emotions. Because remember, the body complex of the potentiator, the hermit, you're constantly depositing unconsciously these emotions into your organs because we don't deal with it. And when we don't deal with issues, they get deposited within the organs, and that's where dis-ease starts. The biology part, I feel like the spirit complex of the potentiator, if this is the biology, it's we need to recognize this shift in vibration. Like, you know how sometimes you're just having such a hard time and you're like, God, please help me. God, I need your help. God, please help me. And you ask for help. And this light comes through. It might come through, maybe you're watching TV and it comes through as a synchronicity. And that synchronicity gives you some homage. It gives you a little bit of relief. That is light. That is vibration. You connected with whatever was happening on the TV because you saw synchronicity. You observed it through the significant self, and it gave you homage. And what that does is it releases more positive chemicals in your body, love chemicals like oxytocin, which right away will help you feel at ease. I don't know why. I don't know. Okay. So the superconscious is a quality that incorporates what I am. It crosses the emotional, biological, and mental, managing the central nervous system with its parasympathetic and sympathetic mechanisms. Fight or flight. It maintains the homeostasis in your being. So the homeostasis in our being, we can see that as the spirit complex, because the devil card right here, because she is the womb, the matrix. But look, she's all tied up because the patterns here in the mind are going to keep her at a lower vibration. This is vibration, what we don't see. Okay. Why are you doing this? The I am says it's his nature. As the water exerts pressure on the bodies that are inside it, the subconscious exerts the same force, hiding in the abysmal depths what you do not see on the surface. Okay. So it's nature. Why do you do this? Why does the subconscious mind create such pressure? Like, why? The I is asking. The I am says it's his nature. As the water exerts pressure on the bodies that are inside it, the subconscious exerts the same force, hiding the abysmal depths what you do not want to see on the surface. Yeah, that's definitely the high priestess right here. The spirit complex, it's interesting, of the potentiator really rings truth to this for me. So as the water exerts pressure on the bodies that are inside it, the subconscious mind exerts the same force, hiding the abysmal depths, what you do not want to see on the surface. The dead animals, the sunken ships, a lot of garbage. But also many lost treasures. The subconscious mind contains the unconscious, that is, that part of you that you cannot see, that moves your life as its mercy based on invisible forces that take you to one side or another without recognizing the direction in which you are going. Isn't that 3D? The unconscious is the ignorance of the things that you have in you, not seeing what was always in front of you and within you. The subconscious, then, is a much broader space that goes beyond you, that surrounds you, and that contains data, memories of many more lives than the one you have today. So the subconscious mind, in my opinion, and I've always said, is like the fluid in your body, right? And I've always thought that the unconscious minds is the actual organs and the system, like the organized system that our organs run through, which is held together in the matrix of the chakras. But what is being said here is that the subconscious is a broader space that goes beyond you, that surrounds you, and that contains data, memories of more lives than the one you have today. If your body is an iceberg, you will recognize that the conscious and the unconscious live in you, in your cells, in the memory of your organism. That's what we just said. But the superconscious and the subconscious encompass much more. The superconscious and the subconscious encompass much more. They imply the context, the signals, the perceptions of the world, the data that lie in all things and that contains you in a specific place and moment. Like thousands of icebergs, you share the subconscious, and therefore force interacts, connecting many people, individuals in different places and different times. So I think what they're talking about here is more like pendulums, like, thought forms are called egregores, and their life. We don't see it, but people's thought forms. So like, for example, this place that I moved to, when I first moved here, I don't know why, but I felt fear. Like at night, I would be fearful. I would make sure my doors were locked. I just felt this energy of fear. And it wasn't like for a year that I realized, like, holy shit, these aren't my thoughts. I've never been fearful. These are so not my thoughts. And I realized that it's probably the thoughts of my neighbors, because a lot of people are older here. And I was just like, holy shit, I kind of fell into that pendulum. But I was able to bring awareness to that through, literally, I had to become the hangman, because I had to, like, I remember feeling the fear one day, and I was like, but this isn't me. And I had to just let it be and let it go. And right away, I kid you not, just like that, the thought came into my mind that it's not you. It's the thoughts of others, sister. It is not you. So I feel like that's what is being said here. All right, so let's just read a little bit more, and then I'll end the blog. The I says, therefore, the force of the subconscious moves us all and registers everything, keeps each situation in itself, and sends to the bottom of its ocean to protect it. How do I connect with my subconscious mind? You know what this here? Oh, never mind. Okay, so the I am says, eliminating limits, opening the imagination. This is how you connect with the subconscious mind. The I am says, eliminating limits, opening the imagination, being infinite, transcending the moral and ethical judgment that surrounds your cultural mind. Information is stored in the subconscious that you will not understand if you see it with the eyes of your conscious world. You must allow yourself to dream awake. You must allow yourself to dream awake, to dream deep in sleep. You must walk through life as if you were inside a sea where everything is imagination and is interconnected by waves. Imagine awake living. So we will end it at that. It's all imagination. So here's the thing. So here's my take on this. So I've been reading, there's this lady, she's been doing research on water, and what she's found is that, like, if you take water, okay, and you put, like, let's say I put my hand on here, take my hand, put it on here, and then she flash freezes the water shows a picture of my hand. It will show a picture of my hand, the lines on my hand. So, and she's been doing this research for like 8 years now, and she's got so much data on her website. I'll find the website and I'll link it below if you're interested. And this is what reminds me of her. Like, the subconscious mind, all the fluid in your body is constantly recording. This is why our cells, like especially stem cells, are so important, because what stem cells do is whenever you have new cells are neutral. Stem cells will become whatever you want them to become, whatever you need. So it's kind of like that Kundalini energy that we're all like waking up our Kundalini through breath work, through contraction, like what are they? I can't remember, but through your root chakra, right? I don't know what I was going to say about that. Oh, the impressions of the water. So when you have like new stem cells through your biological system here, the spirit complex, it gives you a new awakening. Reminds me of this card. It gives you transformation. The judgment card. It is through your cells. It is through your biology that this transformation can occur faster. So if you keep your body right, you keep yourself hydrated, which I have been so bad on. Need to start doing that more. That Kundalini awakening, because Kundalini goes through all your chakras, it goes through all of your organs, which create stem cells. In particular, the spleen, I think. Which is regeneration, which is new thought, which is the judgment card of transformation, which is sacred geometry. That's it. That's all I got. Love you guys so much. Bye.